Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, February 23rd, 2016. I'm Andrew Todd. Jim Fuller is on assignment. In tonight's news, we'll tell you some exciting changes coming to Hardin Regional Medical Center in Tullahoma and Heritage Medical Center in Shelbyville. The State Fire Marshal's Office is alerting consumers about the possible fire hazards of hoverboards. General Motors is planning a major upgrade to its Spring Hill manufacturing plant. Tullahoma Police Chief Paul Blackwell will offer some helpful advice on walking safely along Tullahoma streets. And we'll bring you more award winners from the recent Manchester Chamber of Commerce banquet. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
This is John Gray reporting on the girls at Bailey Manor getting ready to go to the Great Gatsby Gala at South Jackson Civic Center.
So I said to him, "Are you sure about that?"
So, have you heard about the parties? Yes, I heard they were the most lavish parties ever!
And they're at the Gatsby Mansion. It is huge! The food, the dancing, the parties. It's like a party you've never seen.
Gatsby? Which Gatsby?
Why, Jay Gatsby, of course. Where have you been hiding?
Jay Gatsby, the millionaire?
Yes, he's rather elusive, but he has been having these lavish parties and everyone is invited.
Everyone?
Everyone.
So, when's the next one?
March 19th.
That's what I heard. It's at his South Jackson Street mansion.
Why, that's only in a few weeks. Girls, we have got to go.
Absolutely.
You know what that means.
New clothes. Shopping!
That's the report from Bailey Manor, where the girls are getting ready for the Great Gatsby Gala at South Jackson Civic Center. Call for reservations today, 455-5321.
Push it, pull it, or drag it in for our annual Cash for Trash event. It's going to be bigger and better than ever at all the State McNabb dealerships. That means the whole month of February we are giving you $2,000 minimum towards the purchase of any pre-owned vehicle. And we've received a huge shipment of new cars. We're stacking them deep and selling them cheap. So push, pull, or drag your vehicle in today for your $2,000. It's the biggest event of the year at State McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. And State McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. And State McNabb Ford. Cash for Trash Month is back. Yes. Yes.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Welcome back. Tenova Healthcare, one of the state's largest health networks, announced on Monday its expansion to Tullahoma with the addition of Hardin Regional Medical Center. With this alliance, Hardin's name changes to Tenova Healthcare Hardin. Hardin Regional Medical Center, Gateway Medical Center in Clarksville, University Medical Center in Lebanon, Jamestown Regional Medical Center in Jamestown, and Heritage Medical Center in Shelbyville joined the system, which was formed over 4 years ago to enhance access and improve coordination of care for patients in the communities they serve. Tenova is one of the largest healthcare systems in Tennessee, with 17 hospitals and more than 100 physician clinics. The network includes approximately 2,600 licensed beds, 2,400 physicians on the combined active medical staffs, and 9,600 employees, with more than 75,000 admissions and 460,000 emergency department visits each year. Russ Spray, Hardin CEO, said, quote, "This is truly an exciting day for Hardin Hospital, staff, and physicians. Our commitment to provide quality care to those who entrust themselves and their families to us does not change, but is only strengthened by joining the Tenova Healthcare Network," end quote. The Tennessee State Fire Marshal's Office is renewing its alert to consumers about the potential fire hazards of hoverboard toys after 2 fires were caused by these devices in the past 3 months in Nashville. One of the fires destroyed a $1 million home, which was the first confirmed house fire caused by a hoverboard in Tennessee. The Fire Marshal's office suggests if you do own a hoverboard, always use the manufacturer-supplied charge. Do not leave it unattended while charging or plugged into an outlet overnight. Do not overcharge the device and follow the manufacturer's recommended charging times. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission is currently investigating dozens of such fires across the United States, thought to be caused by hoverboards. Representatives with General Motors have announced they have plans to invest $148 million at their Spring Hill manufacturing plant. The investment is being made to repurpose flexible machining and assembly equipment to build V8 engines to meet market demand. The move was also set to retain approximately 200 jobs. Officials said the investment would enable Spring Hill to quickly add capacity to build the small block 6.2-liter V8 engine in the popular truck and SUV segment. That engine has been available in the Chevrolet Silverado Crew Cab, GMC Sierra Crew Cab, Yukon Denali, Yukon XL Denali, and the Cadillac Escalade and Escalade ESV. The $148 million Spring Hill investment is part of a $709.4 million in investments GM has announced since ratification of the UAW-GM National Agreement in 2015. No changes are expected in the gun ban at the Legislative Office Complex in Nashville after a meeting between the House and Senate speakers and safety officials. Republican Senate Speaker Ron Ramsey told reporters last week that he wanted to drop the gun ban at the beginning of the year for people who carry permits who wanted to be armed at the Legislative Plaza. House Speaker Beth Harwell said she agreed in principle, but wanted to hear about concerns from the troopers who manage security at the building. After Wednesday's meeting, the speakers couldn't agree on whether to move forward with the policy change. They are now aiming to make the change as part of the move in the new offices near the Capitol scheduled for next year. And stay with us, more Newsleader on 6 is coming up right after these messages.
Trucks, trucks, and more trucks. Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester is your home for both new and pre-owned trucks. We have a huge selection of over 200 trucks to choose from. Check us out on the web at russellbarnett.com and view our great selection. We are your truck headquarters, and we want to be your one-stop shop. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester, your truck headquarters. Trucks, trucks, and more trucks. Why buy anywhere else?
Hi, my name's Joe McCamey with Markram's Pharmacy and the coordinator of the upcoming Connecting Coffee County Relay. This relay race is designed for all fitness levels. Whether you can walk 1 mile or run 13.1 miles, we have a place for you. Becoming a healthier community makes Coffee County an even better place to live. 100% of our net proceeds will be divided between 2 great charities. I challenge you to get a team together and help connect Coffee County through health and fitness. For all the details, check out cccrelay.com. That's cccrelay.com. Get registered today.
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family, caring for your family since 1932.
Welcome back. Tullahoma Police Chief Paul Blackwell stopped by our studios recently and spoke with Jim about what pedestrians need to know to ensure their safety when walking along busy roadways.
It's kind of funny, a couple of weeks ago we talked about winter driving tips. And it was 60 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Today I'm going to, like to talk a little bit about pedestrians out walking on the road. And asked me the question, and I thought I had to think about it. He asked, if there's a sidewalk, can people still walk on the road? And I knew the answer, but like anything, I wanted to go read it to make sure that I didn't give the wrong answer. And it made me start thinking about pedestrians. There's more to just that one question. But the Tennessee statute, the state statute, is very clear when it says if there's a sidewalk available, you must use the sidewalk.
Right.
So in Tullahoma, we have a lot of commercial area, residential areas that have sidewalks. But you'll still find some people occasionally that will walk on the road, and But the way that statute's written, if there's a sidewalk, you've got to use it. So what happens if there's not a sidewalk? All right, then the statute allows us people to walk on the road, but you walk against traffic. You want to face traffic. So
now this is important, right?
This
here.
is important.
Right.
You walk on the opposite side of the road, facing traffic, so you can see what's coming.
Right.
You walk single file. You can't walk to a side.
Right.
That's how it's supposed to be done. Now, you got to take all kinds of things in consideration. How wide's the road? Visibility. Where's the sun? Is the sun in the driver's eye that's coming at you and they can't see you?
Right.
Do I have an escape route?
Right.
Can I jump somewhere? If there's a big ditch on the side and there's no shoulder, you really have to be cautious. And even the statute says a wheelchair, somebody that's in a wheelchair can do the same thing, walk against or can ride against traffic.
Right.
Now let's think about a wheelchair, that's 2.5, 3 feet wide.
Yeah.
So, it's going to take a lot more respect for that person in the wheelchair and the walker, because you've got to move over. And how wide is the road? Can you do that safely? The wheelchair has the option, though, of going either side of the road. They can go facing traffic, or if it's more convenient for that person in the wheelchair, they can go on the right side of the road. Mm-hmm. And so that's a double-edged sword there.
Common sense would sort of tell you, though, that if you are walking, you got a better shot at it if you can see what's coming.
If you see what's coming, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
But still, how many people do we see walking on the wrong side of the road?
Right.
Not knowing what's coming behind them.
Exactly.
That's, as you said, not only common sense, but that's scary. And one of the things we often like to remind people are bicycles. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people in this community that ride bicycles. And every chance I get, I try to put it out there that bicycles have the same right on the road as a car does.
Okay.
They have to follow the same rules of the road that a car does.
Okay.
The difference being, if you're coming up in a car behind a bicycle, you have to give them 3 foot of clearance when you pass them and continue to overtake them until you can safely move back over. But
right.
3 foot, there's a 3 foot rule. And that's one of the biggest things that bicyclists complain about, get injured. You've got to give them that 3 feet. We can give you a citation for it. And as we know,
if you've got traffic coming the other way, you've just got to wait.
You just have to wait,
right.
Because that bicyclist is allowed to be there. Now, bicycle, they can ride 2 abreast on the road, whereas a walker has to be single file. But you can actually have 2 bicycles side by side, and so if you pass them, you've got to give 3 foot clearance. And like you said, you're going to have to just wait if it's not clear.
And stay with us. We'll be right back with more Newsleader on 6.
Here at Stan McNabb Collision Center, we work with all major insurance companies, and we get the job done right the first time, on time.
Well, I grew up in Tullahoma. We'd always done business with Stan McNabb, so when we needed collision service after a run-in with a deer, we knew to call those guys. We already had trust with them. We called Cody. He took great care of us. He kept us posted every step of the way, and we couldn't have been more pleased.
Getting your vehicle back to pre-loss condition shouldn't be a headache. So in event of an accident, contact me, Cody Hall, at Stan McNabb Collision Center.
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do,
Everyday miracles at Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. The Manchester Chamber of Commerce held their annual membership banquet recently at the Manchester Coffee County Convention Center. Let's watch as Master of Ceremonies Brent Chafin presents the Industry of the Year Award.
To a manufacturing company that has demonstrated growth in its employment and production, one that is a good citizen of the community, is active in supporting charitable and civic events, and encourages its personnel to be active within the community. One such company is Batesville Casket Company, a leader in the funeral industry for more than 100 years. While product designs, material, and consumer preferences have changed over time, Batesville's mission remains the same: to help families honor the lives of those they love. Batesville provides jobs to over 400 Middle Tennesseans and takes their responsibility of being a good community player seriously. Each year, they sponsor many of the local ball teams and donate to Keep Coffee County Beautiful, and the Sportsmen's and Businessmen's Charitable Organization. They also provide volunteers to deliver Meals on Wheels, help with Salvation Army Angels, and host at least one blood drive each year. They also participate in workforce development efforts by sponsoring internships for engineering and maintenance students, along with donating a robot to the Career and Technical Education program at Coffee County High School. Aerospace Testing Alliance is our second nominee. ATA was formed for the sole purpose of providing the operations, maintenance, information, management, and support services that the Air Force's Arnold Engineering Development Complex. ATA engineers, technicians, and skilled craftsmen are involved with testing the most important aerospace programs for the U.S. Department of Defense, as well as commercial industry and foreign militaries. ATA's contract started in 2003 and currently employs nearly 1,600 people, about half of which live within Coffee County. In the last year alone, ATA and its parent companies have donated more than $100,000 to benefit activities of area schools, athletic and civic groups, and other organizations. Employees volunteer to serve on civic and industry boards, volunteer their time in support of the Special Olympics, give to outreach programs like Angel Tree, and donate gallons of blood for the Red Cross and blood assurance drives. ATA and its employees are heavily invested in various science, technology, engineering, and mathematics activities. They have established scholarships for students to pursue both technical and vocational avenues and offer co-op and internship opportunities. For many years, AEDC engineers and scientists have hosted special events for students throughout the area during National Engineers Week. They plan tours of AEDC, provide job shadowing opportunities, and conduct a special design competition held at the Hands-On Science Center and a banquet with national experts as guest speakers. The last of the three nominees for Industry of the Year is Viam Manufacturing. Viam is a premier original equipment manufacturer of high-quality automotive floor, trunk, and cargo mats. Since the company began their operations in California in 1983 and their Tennessee operations beginning in 1998. Viam has received and continues to receive national and international awards for service by high-profile companies such as Toyota, Kia, and Honda. They have also received a plethora of community and environmental service awards, like the 2006 Chrysanthemum Award, given by the Japan America Society of Tennessee for exemplary corporate citizenship throughout the local community in the state of Tennessee. Their continued success comes as a direct result of consistently treating their customers, employees, shareholders, suppliers, and the community with honesty, dignity, fairness, and respect. 6 commas in that sentence, just want you to know I was counting. Viam holds an annual fundraiser where proceeds are divided between Coffee County Sheriff's Department, Manchester Fire Department, and Coffee County Rescue Squad. They support the Coffee County Humane Society by allowing them to bring rescue dogs and cats to their facility for adoption. They also participate in the biannual Adopt a Highway project, adopt over 100 angels from the Angel Tree Project, support Habitat for Humanity and the Children's Advocacy Center, and sponsor middle and high school sports programs. Viam is a corporate sponsor and leader for the Willowbrook Pro-Am that has raised over $500,000 in 8 years to teach Coffee County students golf and the core responsibilities of life through golf and education. Finally, they are the sole sponsor of the 4 Seasons for Little People book that is provided to every Coffee County student between 1st and 6th grades. The Manchester Area Chamber of Commerce is proud to award the Industry of the Year to Viam Manufacturing.
On behalf of Viam, I would like to say thank you very much. We are very proud to be a part of this community, and if it wasn't for you, we would not have received this award tonight. And I'd also like to say thank you to all you ladies at the table. You do a great job at what you do, and we do support the community, and we try to support everything that we do as far as the high school, the sports. We all have children that are involved in all that, and we love that. We support it with all of our hearts, and family does come first. We love our jobs, but we love our family more. And thank you very much. We really appreciate this. Thank you.
We'll be right back with more Newsleader on 6.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. David Cleveland with CFC Recycling received the Roger Dotson Board Member of the Year Award at the recent Manchester Chamber banquet. Let's watch as the award presentation is made.
Tradition is not the worship of ashes, but the preservation of fire. And tonight we want to honor our next award recipient, to one who carries on the tradition of service with passion and fire, just as a very special board member of our community did for so many years. Starting tonight, the Board Member of the Year will forever bear the name of Mr. Roger Dotson, a friend to so many here in this room. A lifelong resident of Manchester, Roger Dotson began his career at WMSR, then moved to Boogie 93, and over the course of 45 years, created a broadcast legacy that spanned across the dial and around the Southeast. In 1992, Dotson, along with his wife Marcia, introduced Fantasy 101.5 FM to 250,000 people in Middle Tennessee. Each weekday morning, tens of thousands of Middle Tennesseans woke up with the in the morning, fostering an entire generation of loyal listeners. During that time, Roger became actively involved in a host of community affairs, including the Manchester Area Chamber of Commerce. During his nearly 40 years with the Chamber, he served 2 terms as president, 7 terms on the board, chaired a host of special committees, and was the recipient of many honors, including Member of the Year, Director of the Year, the Wayne Bramlett Outstanding Member Award, and the Sam Walton Small Business Excellence Award. In 2012, he was honored with the inaugural Director Emeritus Award. He is remembered for his unceasing commitment to this community, which he loved so much, and remains a bright beacon of inspiration to all those whose lives he touched. Tonight, we are proud to name our Board Member of the Year Award in honor of such an artist, activist, and community leader, Roger Dotson. The first recipient of the Roger Dotson Board Member of the Year Award has been steadfast in his dedication to service. In addition to his regular attendance at board meetings and events, his sometimes behind-the-scenes efforts have proven fruitful time and time again. He is a tremendous force as a board member, and particularly as an education committee member. His calm, can-do attitude has contributed to many education committee results, such as providing materials to the high school machine shop, securing monetary donations for the Career and Technical Ed program, and for purchase of the Haas CNC Machining Center. He has served as a liaison between the Chamber and industry, helping to lay the foundation of linking business to education so that we can work together to improve our workforce and ensure that our best and brightest young people can stay here in Manchester and Coffee County to work and raise their families. He helped to secure valuable board members from industry. In fact, he recruited one of our newest board members, Joe Franks, whose company, Fisher USA, I pronounced it correctly by the way, is the presenting sponsor of this fabulous evening. We are honored to award the first ever Roger Dotson Board Member of the Year to David Cleveland.
Prepared to say a lot, but I really do appreciate, I can think of a lot of people on the board that I would have picked as more deserving, but I just appreciate the opportunity to serve this community and do what I can, and just honored to receive an award and has Roger's name on it. Thank you.
Don't forget to tune in to this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9, and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include 2 members of the Jake Leg Stompers who are coming to South Jackson Civic Center as part of the Great Gatsby Gala on March 19th. Ava Lynch from Harton Regional Medical Center will stop by and tell us about the new owners of Harton, and Tullahoma Alderman Jackie Duncan will bring us some Black history knowledge in Tullahoma. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6. And be sure to stay with us. We'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
The Kia Summers on Us sales event is going on right now at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. Let me tell you about this event. Purchase a new Kia Sedona, Kia Optima, Kia Forte, and receive 0% financing up to 66 months and your first 3 payments for free. For a limited time only, no strings attached. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. The Kia Summers on Us sales event going on right now. Why buy anywhere else?
The highest standard of excellence requires dedication and commitment. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of excellence in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Hello, I'm Larry McIntosh, and I'm asking you to elect me to be your property assessor. I have worked as a CPA and have 15 years of accounting experience. In addition, I worked for 16 years as a classroom teacher. I have a strong faith in God, and I currently serve as Sunday school director and deacon at my church. My experience as a CPA will allow me to capably and professionally lead the property assessor's office. The taxpayers of Coffee County deserve a property assessor who treats them with respect and is fair, honest, and responsible. I pledge to be that person. I, Larry McIntosh, ask you to elect me to be your property assessor on Tuesday, March 1st. Early voting starts Wednesday, February 10th. Thank you, and may God bless.
And welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1996 at 78 degrees. Our record low in 1963 at 12 degrees. The average high on this day is 56, and the average low is 33. For tonight's weather, look for partly cloudy skies and a low of 27. Thunderstorms in your forecast for Wednesday with a high of 54 and a low of 34. And mostly cloudy skies on Thursday with a high of 40 and a low of 27. And that's our Newsleader report for this day. We invite you to join us every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for Newsleader on 6. Have a great evening.